Past second ban phase, looking at a possible revive for Cloud9 with the Zillion hover.
Thinking about Zillion with TK already locked in leads me to believe we're going to be seeing a mid lane Zillion unless we see some wacky shenanigans with different bottom lane picks.
And they're stacking up some frustrating champions to deal with. Looking for kills
I know it.
with both of those champions can be super hard, and sometimes you can overcommit. It's very easy to punish overcommitments when you have Abyssal Voyages and Gangplank Global Ultimates coming through to support overdiving as well.
I'm also so interested to see what Cloud9 is saving their last pick here for. You know, we're assuming it's sneaky. Is this hinting towards the fact that it's going to be a non-standard bot laner? You know, sometimes you are looking to see, okay, if they have X, we're going to pick Cassio here. We're going to do something different. And if that opportunity does arise, is Sneaky willing to play the mage, as he has shown a couple of Cassio games already this split?
And Zeyzal has used a bottom lane Zillion support before too, so it could be something along the lines of an extra stun going bottom lane and a double mage bottom lane, something of the like there. They could throw a curveball and have Niski play something else.
The pick for Cloud9 will be the Jinx. What is scarier than a 1v9 hyper carry? A 1v9 hyper carry with TK and Zillion.
And I actually love this. When they're going to lock in something like Ezreal that needs time to actually build up, does not have a super punishing lane, you can kind of just outgreed them, right? You can just say, all right, you're scaling up with the tier, I'm scaling up with an Infinity Edge.
And the important thing to remember, you've only got tier for one eye now, Azael. You cannot double stack the tiers anymore. That was removed. So the Ezreal hyperscaling with both the Seraphs and the Muramana will no longer be available. The Jinx will definitely pop off harder in late game fights.
Yeah, I think a lot of the action, especially early in the game, is going to be centered around these solo lanes. TSM
This turret with him, we'll see if they're going to be able to hang on to it.
looks like a Gideon coming too.
Broken Blade hanging out in this brush. Trying to get himself away now. Svenskeren shows up. Broken Blade just trying to buy enough time for his jungler to get there. Svenskeren makes his way forward. EQ combo is down. Predator popped by Acadian, who's able to find some damage onto Svenskeren. There goes the cask as well. Svenskeren trying to now drop the Cataclysm to turn things around, but it's first blood over to TSM.
What a patient play there from TSM. They get a huge amount of momentum on top side, get the kill in the 2v2, activate the Rift Herald. That tower is going down.
Exactly what the doctor ordered here for TSM. You shut down the enemy playmaker, make sure he doesn't get off that fantastic start he has the past couple of times. You get your
Pain for healing back up afterwards. So you may be able to escape with your life, but if everyone is chunked down too low, then you still might lose an objective anyway.
Definitely possible, and this next Infernal I feel like is going to be such a critical part of the game. Giving over double Infernal to TSM, who is, you know, so many members building AD, building AP, that is an enormous advantage. For, oh my god!
Sven, you want to talk
kill.
about some advantages. Sven finds a kill onto Sneaky for free. We'll get a replay of that one here in a moment. But Cloud9 giving away kills like that. TSM recognizing the opportunity to take them. They're up 3,000 gold now, looking for even more from this bottom lane tier 1.
Yep, Sven's guys Muramana completed here, transformed. Iceborne Gauntlet is in.
Now TSM, who have the stronger positioning, who have the double Infernal, and you want to see them wrest that Dragon control away, wrest that Baron control away.
And something that TSM haven't been able to do before, which they are set up to do now, is get side lane pressure. Broken Blade gets attacked, 2v1.
All right, Zeyzal's coming in. This is what we were talking about with Tom Kench being able to punish the split pushers. EQ combo not gonna find the mark, but Sneaky's able to grab himself the kill with the super mega death rocket.
C9 get their pick. Abyssal Voyage, so big. Always mentioned in these split maps. Zeyzal finds it, and that is C9 getting some gold back for themselves.
And not just getting gold back for themselves, but they get on the board and they get it on the Jinx. Sneaky is already at 2 items with the Infinity Edge and Runaan's Hurricane. Jinx, one of those traditional...
Done. You get an extra amount of pressure, and TSM needs to keep that pressure up for the rest of this game. All lanes are trying to push ahead. Threatening a dive here. Acadian's charging up.
Smoothie over the wall might be able to make something happen here as well. Svenskeren looking to come back around from the other side. Acadian going to be taking a lot of damage, taken very low, having to get himself away. Sidestepping away from the rocket, goes into the stasis. The bombs come down, the damage goes out, and there goes Acadian, but mid lane turret will also fall.
That is jungler down for TSM, but Broken Blade pushing heavily on the top side of the map, trying to chip away at this turret. They're now TPing in behind him. They're going to try to corral him and potentially go for a Baron after.
If they can catch Broken Blade here, that'll be a pretty big pick, but Zeyzal's going to be interrupted. He tries to go in with the Abyssal Voyage. Instead, he's going to be taken down. Brought back to life by the power of the Zilean ultimate. But can he get away for a second time? Thick Skin says no. Bjergsen says no. And TSM grabs a kill.
Not only did TSM save Broken Blade with that stop, but they also find themselves another kill in the mid lane. Sven
Trying to get himself away. Already had to pop the flash, getting away from Cloud9 here initially.
Coming in.
Moody trying to stop something. TP going in. True Shot Barrage cutting through Cloud9 health bars. Broken Blade into the back line. Going to be taken down by Sneaky. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
It's a bloodbath in the mid lane. Bjergsen gets a double, though.
They could actually transition over
They're
towards
going.
the Baron right now. There's a ward on it. This is going to be risky. Smoothie is fairly low, but they're starting it up. It looks like they're going to commit.
I mean, there's no flash on Sneaky or Licorice.
Licorice has no ultimate either. Gangplank cannot just fire the barrage into the pit to make this one cancel out.
3 items for a lot of these guys, and their team fight is becoming monstrously strong.
The mantra they've been chanting, farm for late, farm for late, is starting to come true here. Sneaky in the mid lane, trying to get a little bit more on this Jinx.
Zap's coming out, but when you compare what a Zap looks like to what Broken Blade's able to do with Semi-lethality, it's not too scary just yet. So Scared looking to go in, able to find the dump on multiple people. Broken Blade's already down, and Cloud9 find the attack. Smoothie barely getting himself away, but it's 2 dead on the side of TSM, and C9 heads for the Baron.
The huge engage for Svenskeren, and he just bottles him up, and Sneaky and Niski knock him down.
Huge turning point here. Can they actually force TSM to face check?
Niski throwing out some bombs. Right as I said that Sneaky's poke didn't look quite like...
Look at this guy. He's 3-0 on the Akali. He is at a strong point in the game. Certainly someone who can take over a team fight and make a big play, and that's what they're going to be looking for as he's keeping in very far behind.
Bjergsen coming in to try to make some sort of a flank happen, but Cloud9 has the opportunity to still do something before he makes his way into the fight. Smoothie's going to be the target, taken very low. Ultimate keeps him alive for now. A lot of damage on Cloud9, and here comes your janitor, baby! Mop and bucket at the ready. It's Bjergsen on cleanup duty. Svenskaren's going to be taken low. Sneaky's going to be taken down. Zazel drops next. Svenskeren with the flash away, but Bjergsen is spinning that combo all the way around. TSM will find their fight.
When they need him most, the former MVP comes through, teleports in, and TSM pick up 4 for 0.
Game 100 in the LCS playoffs for Bjergsen, not willing to have it end in a loss. Monstrous fight there, but the coordination was not on point for C9 as you
themselves. They would love to close this chapter as a 3-0, but TSM will not allow that to happen so easily.
All right, Sneaky going offensive again, gets caught.
Sneaky's on the front line, immediately going to be ulted by the Zilean. Zazel now has to save him when he resurrects, or else there's going to be some trouble. Sneaky's going to be gobbled up. Devourer keeping him alive. Niski getting himself away. Sneaky's going to be taken low. Bjergsen still looking to find the damage. He is dominating. Sneaky's in a fight, and Cloud9 is destroyed.
TSM find another team fight. 4 more kills for themselves, and Niski's on the run.
There is a damn good reason this man has played 100 playoff games. Bjergsen is putting the team on his back. He is finding the damage, and he is trying his hardest to get TSM this win.
It's because he keeps on winning them and getting deep in these playoff runs, and TSM dangerous approach for this Cloud9 team. If Bjergsen has completed the death cap, here comes Svenskeren. They are moving up. Smoothie is setting up for a potential flank. So is Bjergsen.
Elder Drake already at 4,000 HP. Gangplank ultimate called in from Licorice. This is going to be the fight that could very well determine the game. Smoothie going to be taken down to half HP. Bjergsen going into the back line, looking to maybe take down Sneaky. Going to be revived now by the ultimate from Niski. The dragon is slain by the side of Cloud9, but can they find the fight? Licorice has already been killed off by Bjergsen. Cloud9 still looking to find even more. Sven getting himself away over the wall. It is a 1-for-0 trade. TSM have won the fight, but they lost the objective.
It's the smite again from Svenskeren, time and time again. He is the one coming up on top. And that was massive, because if they lose
War here, and you can't afford to make a late game mistake. 40 minutes into the game here with game number 3 on the line.
Whoa. Look at that lifesteal, though.
Sneaky immediately right back up to full, right back
Smoothie's
up to
looking
full
for a fight
shield.
from the top.
Bjergsen's trying to get himself away.
Here comes Smoothie.
Coming in from behind. Able to find the knock up onto 2, but not onto Sneaky. That's going to be the critical target. That's going to be the guy you got to look out for. Smoothie's going to be taken very low, taken down. Licorice grabbing himself the kill. Zazel's not going to be killed himself. Thick Skin not even needed to keep him alive. And Cloud9 is on the Baron, but Broken Blade is pushing up the mid lane.
Bjergsen has no ultimate. It would be so hard for TSM to try to take this fight. We'll see if they commit to it.
Sneaky's actually tanking the Baron because he has the lifesteal. Acadian over the wall, going to be eating some crits coming out there from Sneaky. Baron down.
TSM as they come to try and contest the Baron, finding the objective and not losing a single member in the process.
Sven had been getting so much poked down. It looked for a moment like they might have been able to turn it around, and TSM was setting up this potential flank. Smoothie was supposed to come from above right as Bjergsen comes in from the side, but C9 run away from the bulk of the TSM members towards Bjergsen, pushing him out.
The extra coordination afforded here really benefiting Cloud9 as the 5 members are able to defend and TSM unable to get the timing correct on their collapse there.
Yeah, and Licorice doing a great job again zoning them out. Mind you, this is almost a full build GP. They see the teleport coming in from Bjergsen.
The TP coming in. Smoothie's looking to isolate Sneaky, but he's going to be gobbled up by Zeyzal. Kept safe for now. Sneaky still looking to find the counterattack. Bjergsen into the back line, trying to find somebody. Licorice already going to be eliminated. Bjergsen now looking to find Sneaky, but he's going to be ulted by the Zillion. Sneaky kept alive, still looking to run and gun. Goes into the resurrection. Scared looking to grab the kill on his Sven. Bjergsen already going to be grabbing the kill on now to Zeyzal as well. Nisqy taken very low. Bjergsen's going to be taken into the stasis. TSM will collapse and destroy Cloud9.
Are you kidding me? TSM got the clean ace!
They're going to try to end their TPing to bot lane. They just want to push this straight up. Their timers are long enough. I think they've done it.
There's 40 seconds until Licorice and Zeyzal are alive, and that still means nobody else will be there to help them. TSM with that flank have surely found their victory.
TSM never give up on the game, consistently looking for that play. They find it, and they're gonna head straight through bottom to the next game.
Tier 3 turret, down. Inhibitor number 1, down. Nexus turret number 1, down. Nexus turret number 2, down. TSM straight into game number 4.
9-0-6 for